Okay, hi everyone, and welcome to the SwiftCase Productivity Podcast. My name is Adam Sykes, founder of SwiftCase, the professional productivity platform.
And I'm Craig McCarthy, development manager at SwiftCase, and I'm located in our Baltic Triangle office in Liverpool.
I'm Marcus Petru, senior developer at SwiftCase.
I'm Phil Whitby, head developer at SwiftCase Baltic Triangle.
Okay, so today we're going to tackle the age-old tech question of Windows versus Mac. Now, we sat on the wrong sides, and the split kind of goes that way at the moment, doesn't it?
But we're all about balance.
Yeah. So basically, if you're into tech, it's very tribal, isn't it? And I suppose that over the time there's been a shift as well in business trends on what various offices will use, and different technologies have come up and also fallen as well, and some have even come back again more recently. And for full disclosure, I mean, I hate them both. So I mean, I'd rather use something different. I'd rather use Linux. But unfortunately, due to the way that apps are designed, that you can't get all the apps that you want on different platforms, which was probably the original reason why Mac actually took off when it first did. So I suppose looking back when personal computers first came out, it was kind of like the IBM type DOS based systems were kind of the first sort of, green white on a black screen. And then we kind of moved in towards the sort of the Windows mouse, the graphical interface, and that was kind of when I suppose Microsoft Mac first sort of took off, and the epic battle started between what was at the time was probably only really graphic designers, wasn't it, or desktop publishing. But Macs were that was sort of like the first time when Mac kind of challenged Microsoft for domination. At the time, I don't know, that's a bit before my time in tech.
That's during my time,
But Microsoft wasn't really that much of a player, I don't think, at that time. It was still like kind of, it's relatively new, wasn't it? We're only on like Windows.
I think Windows was the de facto
3.1.
Yeah, right.
And I remember 3.1, 3.11.
So offices were all using Windows.
Yeah.
With the beige monitors and CRT monitors and things like that. And I think, Mac, leveraged its way in through the more sort of graphic design things. I remember as a 12-year-old using a Mac Classic, basically not too many generations from the first Macintosh.
Yeah.
With a mouse that white and a little tiny screen to do desktop publishing for school. And me and a friend made a computer game, Fanzine.
Yeah.
Right. I should have kept copies of because it was amazing. And we had a scanner, which was a hand scanner, and you could scan it in like bitmap.
Yeah, I remember that.
And if you hand wave,
if you moved,
it starts again, take another 10 minutes to scan an image. And we never ever contemplated using like a Windows machine for that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
But it was the de facto standard.
Yeah, see, when I was in school, we only had PC. Well, we had like BBC Micros originally, and then it kind of went to, by the time of secondary school, it was only PCs. We didn't have any Macs at all.
In the 90s and early noughties, it was all Windows.
Yeah.
It was all Windows. And I suppose when Windows XP came along,
it did bad.
Yeah.
It was like a virus, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, it's still around now.
Still controlling our missile silos.
Well, if you go to like the shops, and and we'll get onto this later, the self-service machine has crashed. You'll see it rebooting as Windows XP. Incredible.
Yeah.
It just hung around, wasn't it?
Yeah, and to be fair, when it comes to Mac, I'll admit, I didn't even see a Mac until the late noughties. Really,
I can agree with that.
Do you remember the blue ones, like the see-through
shell?
That was the first time I saw them.
I've only ever seen them in photos.
Yeah, in history books.
I went to the mall, everyone had because my dad was a head teacher, and he, instead of getting a secretary, they offered him a secretary for like £3,000 a year. Within it, he said, "Oh, give me a Mac instead," which was also like $3,000. So he basically, and since then, he's always had some variation. So we've had
literally grown up with them.
Yeah, from 1990 around there. till
Yeah,
now.
to be honest.
And like, I think my dad had bought nearly 50, maybe even more.
Yeah.
Mac computers.
And this comes into, I suppose, the idea of like tribes, doesn't it? I think we talked about this in a previous podcast, and we like where people like join a movement, and the idea that Apple people,
Yeah, I think
you
my
know, they
dad's
are
an
Apple
analyst,
people, you know. And I remember the reason the thing that first put me off was the fact they only have one mouse button.
That's the classic, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's like when I have one mouse button, it can only do half as much as a Windows machine can do.
But if you held down control, clicked it, that was the right click.
Yeah, so it's all about bad humor.
Well, I mean, my one, I was really into games on PC in the noughties, and the big one for me was, Mac can't do this.
Yeah,
you know, it just can't do
It wasn't
at all.
Exactly games, did you know?
I mean, they are slowly like expanding, but Windows still has about 90% of the market there. So.
Yeah.
Because they only made the move to x86 chips 10, 15 years
Yeah.
and before that was PowerPC.
Yeah, and then the argument was you're only really getting the OS. Because the actual technology of all Intel or whatever it basically was a laptop, and you could install Windows on a Mac.
And
you could install
Windows
Mac
onto
the Mac OS onto a Windows machine, or what was a PC, a Windows machine. So it then became that you really were just buying into the
it
wasn't
the architecture.
it wasn't. There was no
used to be the
difference in
architecture.
hardware, And now you can get Photoshop on Mac, you can get Photoshop on PC. You know, you can get Microsoft Office still, I think, on Mac.
You can.
So software-wise, it's on. You know, the differences between them became very small. And I suppose now, as we move to like online apps, so like Google Docs, it's because you've got a browser. It doesn't matter. You do it on your phone. You don't.
So what are the key differences then? What key differences remain?
I think
if they're equivalent in that sense, what are they?
The issue for me with Macs is that they are designed for people who don't like technology. I think they're designed for people who want everything to work easy without you being able to have to change many options.
That doesn't sound like a problem.
You can hardly install anything. So if you want to change things, you want to make things, you want to program it. You know, if you want to create an application, so not a web app like we do here, for the actual thing. Like with Mac, it's like you've got to get Xcode. No choice, you've got to get Xcode.
You've got to,
it's like no other. You know, you've got to do everything how we tell you to do. And when it breaks, you've got to take it to a genius. Not like anyone's got to really.
It's like Apple, isn't it? Well, it's not what it is, Apple. But with iOS, if you wanted to do development for that, you have to pay for the license. Which just it seemed crazy to me.
Yeah, I'm currently writing an iOS app and Android app. And yeah, you are right, they have a lot of limitations, especially the fact you have to use Xcode, but I don't know if I'd agree with you in terms of a technological standpoint. Mac isn't like as preferred, because coming from a Windows background, I've just recently got a MacBook, and as a developer I love it. Like the fact that it's built on Linux, it's very easy for me to use and easy to basically develop with.
I suppose that's my argument though, is not that Windows is the one, but actually that now Mac is basically taking the technology, the hardware technology from PC, the software technology from Linux. Actually, why not have a Linux system? Get rid of all the Mac stuff and just use Linux, because that would be the ideal for developing, because it would just be the natural system. The problem then is you can't get Photoshop, you can't get some of the apps, and then that's the limitation.
Well, you can't get them without significant work. I mean,
it's not straightforward.
There was someone that used to work in our office, and he had Bluetooth headphones, and I think they'd only work when for some reason he'd switch it, on and off again, and it was ludicrous.
This is on a Linux system, right?
Yeah. So there's all sorts of Wi-Fi issues and everything.
It depends on I suppose how much you want things to be able to be modifiable. Is how.
There's always a trade-off, isn't there?
It's a trade-off between how well everything works. So Mac, everything works very well. And it either works or it doesn't. It literally, you'll get it and the Mac app will just crash, go off, and you just put it back on again.
It doesn't.
And that system now. Whereas Windows, you can tinker with all sorts of things, but you get some kind of strange blue screen and you'll have to reformat or repair Windows when you start up. I've never had that happen on a Mac.
No.
Whereas Linux, you try and put a printer in and it takes you 4 days to find the way you can make it work.
But you get the immense sense of satisfaction from making it work.
Yeah,
When you're part of that tribe.
Everything you want to do.
It's certainly the tinkerer's machine, isn't it?
Yeah.
Linux.
Yeah. And you can really push like hardware, and you can do everything, can't you? Whereas the Mac is very.
Yeah. It makes me think of the current car situation where most car manufacturers create a very hermetically sealed car now.
Yeah.
You're not allowed to tinker with it.
Yeah.
And
What's like phones as well? Like all phones at the minute, you used to be able to take them apart, they were so modular. Now everything is shut off.
Yeah. I wouldn't even try to fix my phone now.
Yeah.
I used to fix everything. But with the cars, you can have like a hot rod, which you tailor, you mess with and tinker with yourself, and that'd be more powerful than any production car.
Yeah.
But then you're more likely to have issues. Yeah, you then need to fix, but
Yeah, but you could fix them.
Yeah, you could fix them,
Yeah, so I think that's the thing with, like we were saying before, with the Mac is you're very restricted. You've got one option. If it breaks, you've got to take it to Apple, and Apple has to book you.
That's true, isn't it?
Well, isn't that the other?
Apple book you an appointment and you can buy parts and do it yourself.
Not with the new ones. I mean, I've just been fixing 2012. 2012 was the last year, basically, Apple, you could fix it properly.
Yeah.
And like anyone after that, it's like the battery's glued in.
Yeah.
You need a proprietary screwdrivers to open and take out any parts.
I wouldn't even try and touch
No,
my
Even
phone.
the cost of them, they try and charge you because you're going to get it from Apple.
Exactly, yeah. It's
the
basically,
was like,
replace the whole top case.
The interesting, I mean, I think we were talking about this yesterday, Arcus, and how ludicrous it is. They're going to release this new iMac.
Yes.
It's the best iMac you can get. I think
Isn't everyone the best one?
256 gig RAM, which is
ridiculous.
Which costs £4,800 to buy. Just the RAM.
Just for the additional RAM for this. I'm sure, was it
15,000 together?
No, it's 14,000 something, which is a lot cheaper.
Well, I mean, it's obviously just a bragging rights, isn't it, really, ultimately? You're not really going to get any real use out of that unless you're doing something.
Yeah, there will be things, like when I was at university and I did my PhD, we were doing high level calculations, and we had like the silicon graphics machines. I don't know if anyone's seen them. They were like basic performance built computers, like before PCs and everything would do it. It's kind of like they use like multiple Xeons, like they were multiple processor systems. They have they have tons of memory and
Would you do that on a Mac then?
But like what I was going to say is, actually what a lot of things went to after that was actually either modular computers, so having either parallel processing, so lots of computers, or even distributed processing. So one of the big things I did in my PhD was we basically used the downtime of all the computers across Liverpool University, and it would run calculations when those computers weren't being used. It was very similar to the folding at home. Saw that.
And the search retrocessor all like that.
It worked when the screensaver was on. And this would literally, when students were using computers in the day, then at night, all my stuff would be running across all these computers and like this grid network.
It's like blockchain as well.
Yeah. So actually, having one powerful computer is not really that required anymore, because as well, like we were saying before, everything's app-based and it's in the cloud, and actually the processing is taking place on massive servers in the cloud. You don't really need that.
That's not a dedicated machine.
Well, did you see the Google thing? They talked about it recently, the new gaming service they've got.
That's going to be the future.
So they're actually going to stream the games, and they're saying actually all that actually counts is your speed of your internet.
It makes so much sense though, doesn't it? Because if you think about it, the way we consume media again, it all comes from streams now. We all switch to Spotify or Apple Music. Most of us just watch Netflix now. There's a huge decrease in viewership in TV. Just makes sense for games to go the same way.
You're just upgrading, aren't they, as well?
Yeah, internet is going to get so fast as well. With the likes of 5G coming along, you're going to be able to do all this stuff on the go. Very smart what they're doing, Google, I think, with this.
Which is, I suppose, where my original comment was that I hate them all. Actually, as long as I can get Google Chrome to come on, I can get whatever I want.
That's why you need 256 gigabytes of RAM.
Yeah,
Well, Chrome
great tabs.
I mean, the one big, to get back on the point of Windows Mac, the cost is ridiculous. The difference,
I can agree.
you're
How do they last so much longer? People are using it. I mean, my computer upstairs is 2012.
But if you buy a 2013 one, you're gonna have to go to the shop to replace anything. Whereas if you go,
that's true.
I mean, I was on the Mac side at the start of this. You can just replace like graphics cards.
So you want to actually think about it beyond the look of the visual.
I prefer the OS. I prefer the OS.
I mean, my computer's
the hardware. I think the hardware is beautiful, and it's like those again Apple.
Mercedes versus
the Beats headphones, for example. Apple own them now. It's strange. They're by far not the best sound quality in headphones. They're awful. They're massively overpriced. To be honest, but they feel great. They look great.
Well, that's what Apple is. It's Apple's look, isn't it? It's brand. It's your Apple.
I think it's more than that. I think it's also build quality. Like, I can't really talk too much about my new Mac because it's still quite new. But from the one that we were fixing together, I had that for about 5 years. And no issues whatsoever. The battery gave out, but that was just because I was being an idiot. Whereas I bought a Windows laptop, and within 2 years I couldn't use it anymore. Kept blue screening.
And also the resale value of the Mac as well is really high.
But I think the difference though I would take issue on is, I suppose, is Windows don't make the hardware, do they?
No, that's true.
So actually, if you buy a laptop that's the equivalent price to the Mac, build quality isn't good. Like I used to work in a computer shop and we'd fix loads of computers, and you can buy like a computer case for like £5, £10. You literally come in from China and you open the case and you've cut all your fingers on the metal because they haven't even folded the metal over. They're like terrible. Or you can buy like a Dell where it's got like special places to feed the wires so they're not getting caught. There's they put like plastic sort of vents in so that it actually takes the heat from where the fan is above the processor and actually vents it around the case, whereas a cheap computer just literally has the motherboard with the fan on it.
You do all sorts of
vents
cool
into the
case
case.
well.
So actually, the build quality of the laptop, if you buy like a £200 laptop, it's going to be good. If you buy like a Dell like £1,000, £2,000 laptop, it's equivalent to the
You can always build them as well.
Find it probably.
I think if you were to source all the parts yourself, and if you must have the expertise, and it's a lot easier than you think, to just build it, you get something that's amazing for the same price.
It's a bit like the car analogy actually. I think what Apple does, it very carefully prevents any of the lower tier products from looking cheap. So we've talked about this with cars. Like if you see a Volkswagen Golf with without alloy wheels and hubcaps on, and it looks a bit cheap, it actually cheapens the more expensive Golfs. You know what I mean? So you're like, oh, actually, the whole brand is kind of, and that's what you're saying with the computers. Because you've got budget computers, it then affects negatively the entire brand. So then start talking about Windows as rubbish. Because I don't know, Hyundai.
Because Microsoft have said, we don't care what we do, we'll just go on anything, we'll be part of anything, whereas Mac say you can only have it on ours, and the cheapest computer you can buy is like over £1,000 or something, so that's a good point. So it does, they've controlled their brand very well.
Got rid of any plastic.
So I suppose that's where Mac does excel, because if you compare the worst Mac to the worst PC, then there's no contest. But if you actually compare the best Mac to the best PC, there's probably less of a difference.
Except you still have to shut down the best one.
Or
frequently.
The difference is probably about £10,000.
Probably, it's probably still slightly cheaper. But I think that is a good point. But I think the other thing where Mac's sort of we're talking about laptops and PCs, but people are moving away from laptops. So I mean, recently, I won't get out because it's actually recording our podcast. I actually moved to a Windows Surface, so it's a tablet and a full Windows computer as well. Whereas the equivalent to that on the Mac, the iPad, there isn't one. The iPad's too locked down. It's not a full computer. So in the tablet race, Windows is very much better, I think, from a work perspective. Not a home perspective. I think the iPad will always be better than the alternatives. I think you do get people on Android-based tablets and so on. But from a tablet perspective, Windows is better.
I think it gets to the point where people are tapping their screens and getting upset with Macs. They're like, why is this not working?
And from a phone perspective, where a lot of people consume websites now, like we did the last episode, Apple's been overtaken by Android, and people are, buying Samsung phones. You ask anyone in tech, they've got a Samsung phone, except Phil.
Yeah, because I'm actually cool, and I just think
he's still being affected by that Apple brand. But so it's not as simple anymore as Windows versus Mac, I suppose, because you have got different things. You have got people who are using even Chromebooks. You buy a Chromebook and just literally do the basics. Very cheap computer, but everything's online. So if it's tablets, depends on what you want them for. But Windows is better in some cases than Mac. Phones, Mac's been excelled. But I
think as a consumer, you've just got to look about what your requirements are really, and also your budget, I guess.
Yeah, because if you've got an office and you want to fill it with Macs, you're going to spend a lot. If you've just got people who are literally sitting there and going on a web browser, checking their email, maybe writing some kind of documents. But a cheap Windows machine. A cheap laptop will do that job no problem, and we probably find people will find it easy to use. Everyone's used Windows before, and it wouldn't be a problem. Whereas to do the same for a Mac would cost you 4 times as much, at least, probably. So there are different situations. So I suppose
it's not for all enterprises and that.
No,
and they're carefully cultivated.
Yeah, you kind of get it in our industry where I always ask people which one do you want to use, because if people are more productive on one, then I'd rather they have the machine that they want. And to be honest, all the PCs we buy are of equivalent cost pretty much to the Macs anyway. So it doesn't cost-wise for us, it doesn't matter. But
I suppose ultimately what we're getting at really is it doesn't really matter, does it?
It doesn't really matter. No. It's subjective, isn't it? It's not
preference.
It's a preference.
Yeah.
And ultimately, anyone who thinks it's Mac is the best is just
wrong.
So
I suppose our viewers think we're wrong.
You're going to have an iPhone versus Android in our comments and Mac versus PC. It's going to be a war zone.
So let us know in the comments which one's better. Is it Windows? Is it Mac? Or is it something else? Do you use a Chromebook? Is it Linux? Or is it something completely different we haven't even mentioned? So let us know in the comments below, and we'll look out and see what you think.
And if you've managed to set up a printer on Linux in under 4 hours, then
please let us know. You can an award.
Let us know on Twitter at SwiftCase UK. We're all on LinkedIn. We've got Phil Whitby, Alex Petru, Craig McCarthy, and Adam Sykes, and check out our website for more information on what we do, swiftcase.uk.
And don't forget to subscribe and click the little bell icon to get notified when we release more magic content.
Okay, that's great. Thanks everyone, and thanks for listening to the SwiftCase Productivity Podcast. See you next time.